All right, all right. Okay, okay.
Overflowing, 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 overflowing. Glow up, but I don't do it for myself. Pass it down, I'm talking generational wealth. I'm not new to it, I'm true to it. Trailblazing, I ain't new to it, I'm true to it. That's dedication to the team. Living a dream, come profit with me. Made it mean I'm selling it coffee and tea. Grinding just like coffee beans. Living up my community. Now I need more assets and less liabilities. Gonna buy the whole block up, and it's all because of Tava, yeah. Turn nothing into something with a mindset of abundance where overflowing, 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 overflowing.
Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. That song has me in a whole mood. All right. This training is going to be phenomenal because we are going to give you the gems to launching your virtual business. And I always believe, and there's a way to launch and then there's a way to start your business. My name is Eboni Henderson, coming to you from Miami, Florida. And I've been here with Tava since the beginning, day one, before we officially launched, right? During our pre-launch season, when we locked in our spots in 2019. So guys, you count the years. So I've been here from the beginning, and I'm thankful and grateful because we are definitely running an overflow, right? We are definitely ready to take over our block, right? And so I'm just repeating the song. It's so inspirational. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you haven't heard about our phenomenal CEOs, Mr. Kenny E. Lloyd and Miss Shantae Lloyd, and our amazing corporate staff that make sure the operations department and everything function successfully. Our shipping is amazing. So we're just overall a successful company with 3 different divisions, right? But today I want to help you understand it doesn't matter what division you decide to launch, whether it's health and fitness, right, with our health and wellness products, or our travel, or our Tavaverse, you are ready to launch. You have the confidence you need. And of course, we're here to help you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand back in 2020, when an unexpected situation came over the universe, right? And we didn't know what was going on here globally in the United States and everywhere. And we had to immediately go from in the living room. I was so used to doing living room presentations for almost at that time 6 years, 7 years, 6 years at that time in the industry. And now because I'm really on my 10th year. 2014 will officially be 10 years in this industry of multi-level marketing, which I love so much. We were in the living room. We started out with Tava, going from living room to living room, state to state, city to city. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2020 hit. We had to immediately switch the game, right? Now, I was here about webinars, and I did webinars back in 2015, 14, and 16, right? But it was time to really do something different. So we had to think fast. Thank God we can come as we are with our talents and gifts, and we don't have to go to college and know everything. We were able to grab a computer, right? Use systems and platforms like StreamYard, which you will hear more about that later, and Zoom. We're using StreamYard now. And we were able to launch. So after joining and saying yes to Tava Lifestyle, I'm talking about we were launching people before they got any products. You didn't need any products to launch. all you needed was your confidence, your belief, right? And being coachable. And so when 2020 hit, I want to tell you the steps that we took to launch. And I believe once you start this movement and you say yes, you already have your website right away, you're in business, you're ready to start getting paid right away. We're talking about even in the same day. Yes. Okay. And it's time within the first 48 hours. I call it the first 48. You want to launch. But leading up to that 48 hour before you launch, you want to make a list. You have your warm market, which are people you know, and then you have your cold market, people who you don't really talk to like that, you don't know that well. If you're a person like me, I meet new people every day, everywhere I go, right? Because I love people. And you're gonna make a list and you're gonna write it down. The instructions, and I'm talking about biblically, has been given to us. Write the vision down, make it plain. So you're gonna write everyone on that list: James, Thomas, John. Don't count any of your friends or family out. Don't try to think for someone, oh, they won't like this, they won't need this, they're not gonna agree. No, everyone name goes on the list. I don't care, right? Because when you launch on that Zoom, which is going to be you and your upline, the person who invited you to this, right? The professional, they're going to take something away and they're going to either want to be a customer or a distributor. You let them decide, or they might want to take the information and hand it to someone else. You don't decide for them. So their name goes on the list, right? And this is what you say. You want to keep it simple. Don't over talk. Don't, get all caught up in a deep conversation of allowing them to ask you any questions, right? You want to keep it simple, and you want to, so you can be able to teach those who come after you. Real simple. All right. So you want to first, after you make your list, you want to call the person and you want to block out their schedule. What do you mean, Eboni, by block out their schedule? You want to ask them, hey, who do we have on here today? Hey, Gilbert, how are you? How's your family? How's everything going? Well, listen, Gilbert, I'm launching one of the biggest projects I've ever launched in my history while here on earth. And Gilbert, I'm super excited. I am so turned up. So many people are just wondering what I have going on. They've been waiting for this forever, and I finally have it in my hands. But I need your opinion. I want you to be a part of this because you, Gilbert, you're a part of me, right? And I want to invite you on here. I'm having something. What are you doing Tuesday at 7 p.m.? Nothing. Perfect. Okay. Just getting in from the kids. Great, Gilbert. All right. Let's get into it. Yeah, I'm glad you're going to be available because this project I'm launching, it's huge. You don't want to miss it. I need your opinion, your advice. Make sure you're on early. It's going to pack out. I'm going to send you a Zoom link. You can have your camera on or off, right? It doesn't matter. And I might give out some special gifts because I'm just so excited right now, Giver. I feel like a giver. So I don't want you to miss this. I got to go. My phone is blowing up. I'll see you on the Zoom Tuesday at 7 p.m. Have a blessed day. Get off the phone quick. Block out their schedule. What are you doing Tuesday at 7 p.m.? Okay, great. Nothing. Then you want to invite them and let them know how excited you are about your amazing project, right? And then third, you want to send them a text message and more information to follow leading up to Tuesday. You're going to text them because you want to remember who said, yes, I'm available on Tuesday. Those on the list who you call and they don't say they're available, you're going to put a circle around their name or some type of mark to let you know they're going to be on your next Zoom. So remember, you're preparing for your lunch. You're calling everyone. Well, Eboni, my hours of work are crazy. In the car, in traffic, you're making phone calls, right? If they don't answer, leave a voice text. If you have an iPhone like I do, I'll leave voice text. What's up, Gilbert? I see you missed my call. You got to call me back, my brother. I'm so excited right now. I'll give you more information once you call me back. That's it, right? On your way to work in the morning in traffic, you call, make your calls. On your lunch break, 30-minute, hour, or 15-minute lunch break, guys. I'm talking about get it in when you fit in the afternoon. You want to call. And remember, even if it's Tuesday and you still have more people to call, never stop calling because all they have to do is click on a Zoom link. You ask them, have they downloaded Zoom? Do they have Zoom? Mostly in 2023, everyone has a Zoom account or access to Zoom. They know how to use Zoom. Or you can do a StreamYard account if you want to invite them on your live, right? But StreamYard only allow a certain amount of numbers to join. I like Zoom for lunches because you have more people that you can introduce this to privately. Okay. With StreamYard, you go more live on Facebook, okay, and YouTube. So that's what you want to do. Now, the fortune is in the follow up. Now, on your Zoom, when you launch, before you go and follow up with anyone, your upline should be the person who you're going to come on the Zoom with. You're going to welcome everyone on because you just joined. You don't know much about the business. You don't have to know much. You don't even have to know anything pretty much at all. I never did in the beginning. I was always operating with the spirit of belief, but ignorance on fire because I was excited. So everyone joined me and purchased things from me in my very first company in 2014 and moving forward because of my excitement. Energy is transferable, right? So I got on the Zoom and I edify. You want to edify, introduce the person who introduced you to Tava, right? And if you don't have anyone you can call on, look to see what leader is out there that you admire their work ethics here. And we have a lot of great leaders there, even in the comments. And once they join you, once you ask them, hey, you know what? I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need you to go ahead and come on this live with me and, introduce the products and everything. I don't know much about it. They're going to do it if they're available. We are a family. We help each other. So when that happens, you want to simply go ahead and edify that expert. Just thank everyone for coming on. Hi, right? My name is Gilbert. This is Eboni Henderson. She's been with Tava Lifestyle since day one, almost 4 years complete. She's a diamond in the company, and she knows she's helped so many people. She knows all the information, right? And you move out of the way, put your Zoom on mute, and you let Eboni take it away, right? That's what Gilbert has done. So after that, you thank everyone for joining. Again, you're going to be calling them to get their feedback, their opinion, their advice matters to you, right? And then you call them. You call them, and because the fortune is in the follow-up, you have to follow up with them to know what do they want to do. And you ask them when you call them, what did you like best about the information you heard on Zoom? All right. Okay, great. Perfect. When is a good time for us to go ahead and get started? Now or Thursday or Friday? You pick the date. Okay. You want to pick the date. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you want to make sure that you go ahead and you continue and schedule your second launch. All right. Because it's all about launching, and building, right? Never stop launching. So you want people to know what you're doing. If you want to invite people on Facebook DM, you want to put a nice banner, a picture, a video. You don't give no information about your products. You don't want to look like an infomercial with products all over your page and flashing like you want to sell people. You want to invite them. Hey guys, I'm Eboni Henderson, and I'm so excited. I'm here on Instagram. I've been here for years, but I never been able to introduce to you all, great things that's happening in this world. But now I have my hands on one of the greatest things that a lot of people have not heard of yet that's happening. It's going down, and I am one of the only ones who have the information, and I'm inviting you to join me on my private launch, right, of giving this information out. If you're interested, comment below. DM me. I'm going to be having gifts, prizes, special guests, right, that you definitely want to hear from because this is a game changer. Thank you guys, and enjoy your day. That's it. Keep it simple. No product naming, no link posting, all right? Because before you launch, you don't want them to have any information but where to go to get the information privately because you want to launch and make it personal. Right? And that's important. And so if you have a person on the phone and you don't have all the questions, you want to schedule a 3-way call. right? After your follow-up, they might say, I have more questions. You say, you know what? I want to get your questions answered the exact way my questions were answered. And because of my connections with powerful people in this movement, in this community that I'm in, I'm going to schedule a three-way call what day that you're available so I can see if Ebony or the person is available. I'm available Saturday at 9 a.m. Perfect. Let me see if they're available. I'll get back with you. And you text them that the person is available and you call them first. You three-way the expert on the phone, introduce them, and you move out of the way and put your phone on mute and let the expert answer any questions that your client is inquiring about. And that's how, listen, this system virtually has been used in launching it and successful. This is how I accomplished becoming diamond in the company. Because of Zooms in 2020, 2021, I was able, and I'm not doing any income claims, right? But I'm giving you what was given to me. Because of the world changing and because being fearless, I was not familiar with Zooms. I was not used to Zoom launchings. We only did like little trainings on Zooms, nothing big. I wasn't inviting people on Zooms around that time. But however, being willing to do that and growing and being consistent, didn't matter how it looked, I was able to receive $6,000 to $8,000, $7,000 weekly, weekly, okay? Weekly. We're talking about for years, right here with Tava Lifestyle. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's possible. All things are possible to him who believes. So, I'm going to bring up here a phenomenal woman. She's amazing, right? I've been knowing her for almost 10 years, right? She has the gems. She knows the information about building the industry from inside out. She even knows the marketing, how to be attractive to people and what to say, what to do. She has the breakdown, the system you can visually see of starting your virtual business and launching virtually. So I want to introduce to you all an amazing woman, my partner in business, right? And in marketing. Miss Rock, are you here with me?
I am here. I am here. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you loud and clear. You look phenomenal. Take it away.
Thank you so very much. And I want to shoot it back to you, Miss Diamond Ebony Henderson, because you are truly amazing. Thank you so much for covering so much. And we're gonna jump right into it. So thank you again, Ebony, and I'm gonna go ahead and take you down. It's weird now because I'm actually doing both. I'm doing both. Hey, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. What I want you to do right now is start tagging. Tag your team. Get everybody on your team on this. If you are a builder, if you plan to build your business, then this is the very training that you want to make sure your team is on. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time to go ahead, grab your team, everybody you can think of, everybody that's building, because what we are going to cover today is specifically for builders, for people that want to build a team, people that want to relax and enjoy that residual income, people that are ready to put in the work, because there is a difference between opening your business and sharing your business and doing a what we call a VGO, a virtual grand opening, and launching a business. It's totally different. It's totally different. And we're going to go through in detail over the next about 40 minutes. Nah, let's say 30 minutes. And then I might even try and grab some questions out of the chat. We're going to really try and make this a little interactive. And we're going to really deep dive into a virtual a virtual business launch, not just a virtual product launch, but to launch a business, how to really get it done, to get it started. So I'm looking in the chat and I'm not seeing folks tag. I want to see the numbers grow. I want to see them tag. I want to make sure that people come back and use this training over and over and over again, because I've put together a slide presentation that will literally blow your business up. It will literally blow your mind. And this is for whatever business, what line of business you are in here at Tava, be it Tava Fit, Tava Worldwide, or Tava Verse. This is for you. This is for you. And let me tell you, this training came about because someone asked in one of our leadership chats. They asked, how do I do a virtual business? And I looked at the responses and the answers that were given, and there were so many pieces thrown that it was not complete, in my opinion. And I said, we need to give a real, there you go, start, that's the tagging. That's what we're talking about. Thank you so much. We need to give a real good overhaul so people can take what they need and go forward. And that's what training is all about. It's not what's thrown out there, but it's what's received, kept, and implemented. So what we should be seeing after this training today, next week, and the week after, because it takes time, and we're going to show you how to wisely use your time, how to be smart about this thing. What we want you to do is be able to actually implement it. And we should start seeing people launching their business, not their product, not just a product, but launching a full-fledged business. So while you're tagging and your folks are getting on, and keep tagging all the way through, if you are ready for us to get started on this, don't want to prolong it any longer, do me a favor and put some money bags in the chat, because guess what? That's what this is going to lead to. That's where this is going to lead. It's going to lead to your growth. It's going to lead to your bank account. It's going to lead to your zip code being changed. I'm talking about it's going to lead to where you really want to go. I assure you of that. I've done the research. I've been in the business, just so that you know, I've been in the business the majority of my life. This is what I watched my father do with a little company called Amway. Y'all remember Amway? Right? But back then, he didn't have the luxury of doing it online. So basically, the concepts that he taught me as a little girl riding around in his Volkswagen Beetle and then his Nova, what he taught me then when he was going into people's homes, it's the same philosophy that I'm going to share with you today. The difference is we've evolved and now we can make it virtual. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm seeing money back. So I'm thinking y'all ready to go. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about what is a virtual business launch. Now, I know that many of you that's watching this training, you've been to an event, and you know how exciting an event is. A live event, all of the energy, the culture, the excitement that happens at a live event. And then you've all seen an opportunity call, or you've been on an opportunity call, or someone presented this business to you with the opportunity. Well, a virtual business launch is, very simply put, the combination of the two. So before I go any further, now that you know that I'm serious about this thing, and that it is really going to dig deep, make sure you have your pen and your papers ready. Yeah, I went old school. However you take notes, if you take them on your phone, just make sure you can still see this presentation. But get ready to take some real serious notes, because we're getting ready to give some information that you are going to want to implement. So let's really jump right in here and get this information flowing for what is a virtual business and what you need to do. Where should I host my virtual launch? That's the first thing. How am I going to launch it? Now, Eboni went through the overall, and what Eboni went through is what we refer to as a virtual grand opening, how to open your business, StreamYard, Zoom, and all those different ways. And it's very similar, but the way you approach it is a little bit different. So where do you host your launch. You can do it several different ways. If you're doing a VGO, which I told you is a virtual grand opening, then you can do it very publicly. You can do it on Facebook group, YouTube, StreamYard. But if you are truly launching your business, then you want to do it privately. That's where Zoom steps in. You really want to take it to that next level and make it a more private situation for yourself. So let's go ahead and get started. Now we know where to host, and we've identified what we're doing and that we are truly launching a business. Let's go ahead and get started with the pre-event. The things here at Tava you want to do before you launch your business. See, before you open your doors to any business, you have to be prepared for anything that happens. Catch that. Before you launch your business with any business, you want to be prepared. So at the end of the day, you don't want to, let's say that you're opening a store and people, you're ready for your grand opening. And let's say that it is a shoe store. Okay? We're opening a shoe store and we're opening the doors. It's a grand opening and people rush in and we forgot to get the inventory. So now what do? We're not prepared. You don't want to be caught without your inventory. And I'm not talking about your business inventory or your product inventory. I'm talking about the administrative things and items you need to do before you open your doors. So let's get into it. The very first thing you want to do, I know this sounds weird because you haven't heard this before. The first thing you want to do is go over to Tava University. Why? Why am I going to Tava University? I'm launching my business. I'm not trying to learn anything. Why do I need to go to the university? Well, it's very simple. If you are launching your business, you want to have the materials that the individuals need when they say yes. You want to have your presentation. You want to have your applications. You want to have the things that you need in order to say, okay, this is where you're going to go on my timeline. This is where you're going to be planted on my team. You don't want to have to wait and do that when they say yes, because now you are not in control. So first, you want to make sure you download applications, or you have applications in two ways. You want to make sure you have your applications available on your computer or phone, and you want to make sure you have paper applications printed out. Mr. Lloyd teaches us that at all times you want to have 6 applications on hand. Write that number 6. As a matter of fact, everybody put it in the chat. 6. Somebody show me a 6. If you really are ready to launch your business, put a 6 in the chat, because you know that you want to have 6 applications ready to go. 6. Let me see a 6. I just want to see a 6. Let me see a 6 if you are really ready to launch your business. And you know, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so you understand, I got to have 6 applications printed out and ready to go. Now, the second thing that I want you to download, I want you to download the presentation. Get to know the presentation. If you just done the business, then you need to learn the business and know what is going to be shared with your audience. You don't want to be caught by surprise. And if they have questions later, not before the event, but after the event, you want to know exactly what was shared, how it was shared, and how to explain everything that's going on. All right? And then the third thing I want you to download is your compass. Why do you need your compass? And let me show you, here is the compass. This is what we're calling the compass. Because as people say yes to you, you want to go ahead and begin to build your team. Remember, you're not just opening your business, you are building your business. Now, do you see where the difference is? Are you starting to click? The difference is building. So the importance of this compass is that you are placing people, and for every 2 people, you need a new sheet. So again, Mr. Lloyd teaches us that we want to have 6 compasses printed out, but then he has been sharing with us that as we go 13 levels deep, you are now a 6 to 7 figure earner. So that is very important, very important, very important that you download your compass. I'm hoping and praying that you're getting all of this and that you're learning to build. We have a binary plan. And what does binary mean? 2. So we're building 2. That's right, Shanita. 2 by 2. Okay, so those are 3 very important things. I told you we're going to dig really, really deep. Now, this is still pre-event. You must decide who is going to be your expert and who will be presenting, doing the presentation for you. Be it your upline, the person who introduced you to the business, someone that you met along the way. It could be someone in your leadership. It could be someone from corporate. But they must know the business. And we're going to get into that a little bit later. But you want to decide who will be your presenter. And you also want to add to the mix. Remember, this is a combination of a live event and a opportunity call or presentation. What happens at live events? You have testimonials. So you want to know your audience and have someone come on to share a testimonial with them, someone that they can relate to. We'll go into that a little bit deeper. What else do you want to do? You want to prepare for the end. So you want to already have prepared your thank you. You want to already be prepared with a thank you for everyone who attends your event. Now, if you are a builder, you know that that's true. Because how do you feel when you go to a restaurant, you eat, you enjoy your meal, you enjoy the service, they bring you the check and walk away and do not say thank you? You feel empty. You want to take that tip back because with all the good, wholesome meal that you got, all of that food and everything, now you're sickened and you feel as though you've been used. You want to just walk away from it all. That's true. So don't leave them. Be prepared with your thank you already. So you know that when this event is over, you're already ready to send out a thank you. Send out a thank you. Also, prepare before the event. You're welcome. Whether it is a welcome letter, a welcome email, a welcome text, however you are going to welcome your team, you want to have that prepared before the event. Why? Because after the event, you're going to be constantly contacting, calling, and getting calls back. And so as you fill out that application and you sign somebody up and you put them on your compass, you want to get them started right away. You don't want them to have to wait until tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Tomorrow, I'll send you an email that will tell you what to do. No. Hey, check your email right now. I just sent you something. So I want you to take some time and read and go over that. Do the steps that's in that email and then text me when you're done. Why do you want them to text you? Because you're building. You're talking to your next person. So you want your welcome email already prepared before you even. Have you noticed all of this is done before you even schedule your event? You're preparing. This is pre-event. Before you even set a date, you're doing this already. Now, after you've done that, set a goal. Set a goal. How many people, not that you want to attend your event, because you want everybody to attend, but how many yeses do you want to secure? Set levels to this thing. How many yeses do you want to secure? How many products do you want to share? What do you want to achieve? Do you just want to spread knowledge? Do you want to just say, I'm here? What do you want to achieve? And once you figure that out, write it down everywhere, because as you prepare your event, everything must be intentional and towards that goal. And then finally, the first thing we always say in direct sales, make a list, make a list, make a list. But you notice all of those things come before you even start to make your list. Because when you make that list, remember I said your goal, be intentional. Write your list and include your builders, the people that you know that you want to really share this with, that you truly, truly care about. Write your list and understand when you write this list, you want this list to be really long. You want to include the kindergarten teacher of your oldest child. You want to include everybody. Why do you want that? Everyone that you believe could be interested, you want to be intentional and include them on your list. Why? Because no matter how good you are, no matter how popular you are, no matter how fun you are, you will receive 3 to 10% response. 10% if you really, 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 really are an influencer, really, really, really popular. You are going to get 3 to 10%. Why am I sharing that low number with you, that low percentage? Because I don't want you to be disappointed when people say yes and don't show up. I want you to know that scientifically, see, this is a science. Scientifically, this is your response ratio. But I'm going to give you tools and keys that will grow the expectation, that will increase the number of yeses and attendance, people that actually show up. If this is good, you guys, let me know. Let me know if this is good, because I feel like it's good. I feel like you're getting some really good information. If I'm helping somebody, just put it in the chat. Just put the word help. Just put help. If this is helping you, just type HELP. Let me know if this is helping you. If this is really giving you a new outlook on how to grow your business, put help in the chat so we can keep on helping you. Just let me know. Let me know. That's right. Okay. I'm seeing help. Okay, so and if it's not helping you, feel free at any time to put no help, no help, no help, because I'm watching the chat. I'm watching you, and I want to make sure that we're doing some good stuff, giving you what you need. That's my job. That's my responsibility, is to give you what you really need in order to succeed. So let's start making contact. Let's start making contact with people. How do we do it? Well, the first thing is old school. I know we use our phones to text. I know we have social media. I know all of that. But I said I wanted to give you the key components to increase that percentage so that more people show up. So pick up your phone and personally invite your guests. Pick up the phone and personally invite your guests. And when you invite your guests, let them know how important they are to you and how important their attendance as you launch your business, how important it is, and their support will mean to you if they just show up. Let them know why, because it is important. That is the most genuine thing you can do. That lets them know I'm not just trying to sell you. This will help you and me. I mean this from everything. You are important to me. Then send personal invitations via text or emails. And in these invitations remain professional, but create that personal connection. Understand, when people join your business, they most likely are not joining the business only because of the opportunity. They're joining you because of the person you are. So keep it personal, professional, yet personal. Let them know that they matter, that this is serious and it's yours. Also, qualify your event. Qualify your event because that's what it is. A virtual business launch is an event. So let them know that you are fortunate enough to connect with an expert, someone who is successful in the business, someone who they can relate to and respect. So, as Eboni said, someone that you can edify, that you can make them excited about. Oh, I am invited. I got lucky. I was blessed. I have been able to connect with the director of operations for this company. And when I tell you about Miss Pierre, understand, she's not Lachelle at that point. She becomes Miss Pierre. She knows the ins and outs of this business. Her success has helped thousands of people, including me. And I just want you to hear from her personally. It's when we have events live and in person, she is the person that shares the knowledge. She takes care of people because she genuinely cares. And not only that, that girl knows how to have fun. She knows what she's doing, professional, but she knows how to have fun. All personality types captured right there very quickly. And then before the event, you've done all this to make contact. Now, these are your personal contacts. Yes, you. Yes, you. These are your personal contacts. Okay? The day before the actual event, send out a text. Send out a text. If they're on the fence, pick up the phone and call them. Follow up with them and say, I am so excited about tomorrow. You know, Saturday is my big day, my virtual business launch, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to see you there. Oh, you know, tag me, hit me up. Let me know when you're there. I want to make sure I know you're in the room. I want to make sure you're there. And I'm excited. Now, do you see how this information just increased the possibilities? Just increased how many people are going to say yes? How can you say no to that? How can you get too busy for that if they're truly someone that you've connected with? Now, marketing is essential. And I'm looking at the time and I'm saying, we got to keep going because there's so much information. I'm thinking this might be a two-parter. This might be a two-parter, you guys. Marketing is essential, okay? Because we have so many different avenues and ways to market. Now, if the people that you have contacted are following you on your social media, this becomes your reinforcement because they already know your little secret. Remember? They already know what's about to happen. So about 3 days before the event, you've already contacted them. Remember, I said this takes time. It's a process. It's about a 5-day process. You're making your list. You're preparing. You're downloading. You're doing all of that. And then you're making all of your phone calls, all of your contacts and everything else. And now you got to market your business. You got to let them know that something's happening. You don't want to give them too much because remember, you're not the expert. You want them to come into the room to see and hear from the experts. So marketing is essential, but where and how do we spread the word? Well, the first thing you want to do is create something that is engaging and fun, a fun way to communicate so everyone on your timeline, everyone that you know is now able to engage and say, what is going on? What is Tanya doing now? You know, what is she building? Building the oops, almost nope, that didn't come out right. We're not gonna say that. You know, I almost said something, but nope, we're not gonna say that. I almost used my nickname Rock House. No, that doesn't work. But you want to come up with a fun tagline that will make your audience say, yes, I want to know what you're doing. Okay. And then you want to share on social media. But you don't want to put your link, as Eboni was sharing. Don't put your link out there. You want to be able to know who's coming so you can do what? Make a personal connection with them. So you tell them, DM me for details. We see that all the time. DM me for details. Why do you want to DM? Is it a secret? Yeah, see, people want to know what's exclusive, what's private. So they will DM you, especially if you're excited about it. They're not going to pass, and they keep seeing it. Now, this event is exclusive. It is an invite only. You got to DM me so I can invite you. I only have limited space available. You see these little keywords? I want to be in the room. If it's limited space, it is the fear. Now you're approaching the fear of loss. People don't want to miss it. See, we are so busy when we're just doing a grand opening, sharing it and giving so much information that we want people to just grab it. But people don't grab things. They fear things. So they fear losing. They fear it being sold out. Look at all of these artists on tour right now. How much are their tickets? And people are coming up with the money. They can't pay their light bill, but they can come up with $5,000 to see you dance on stage with your daughter. I'm not saying no names. Why? Because it's limited. It's exclusive. You got to have some money to be there. I got the look, baby. I am there. I am in the house, and I didn't miss it. When people really want something, they will come up with it. Never, and this is something else, don't assume from your pocket and what you don't have. You don't know what's in someone else's pocket. You don't know what's in someone else's thought process. So don't think for the people that you're inviting. Don't say, oh, you know what? She got evicted last week. She can't afford to start a business. No. Because she got evicted last week, she needs to start a business. And once she understands the need, guess what? She's going to have the resources. Do not think for others. Okay, I got off on a little tangent. So let's get into the visuals. Give them something interesting to look at. Give them something interesting to question. Don't throw all the information out there. Now you're building. I do a lot of subliminal marketing. Tava, we present subliminal marketing all the time. If you look at anything that we put out, there is something subliminal, whether it is the color scheme, whether it is the language. We do everything intentional. So you also should be very intentional with your banners, with your memes, with your videos, the things that you share. The same excitement that you expect to have at your event, do a video with that same excitement. If you are so excited you bouncing off the wall and your audience appreciates somebody bouncing off the wall, then bounce, baby. Bounce. Do what's necessary to what? Connect. Because I can tell you, oh, that's not professional. Oh, that won't work. But guess what? I don't know your audience. Remember you set a goal and we're intentional towards that goal. See how all this ties up? I don't know what is going to attract your audience. You're going to tell me that when I show up to be your presenter, to give you a testimony. What do I need to speak to? But in the meantime, you know how to get them there. These are your people. So treat them as though they're yours. Because you know what? They can have the most professional presentation out there and it will totally turn them off. But then they have somebody like me that's from South Central that talks slang and talk real and just down. And guess what? That's going to be, oops. Can someone tell Mr. Lloyd I'm doing a training? Sorry about that, y'all. Michelle, can you let Mr. Lloyd know I'm doing a training? Unless he wants me to stop training. Did I say something wrong, y'all? Y'all put it in the chat if I said something wrong, because he really did just call me. Okay, so Miss Pierre, if you could let him know to text me if I said something wrong. Y'all now, oh Lord, now, okay. We all right. We all right. Somebody let me know we all right. Put it in the chat if I'm all right. If this is still helping y'all, put help in the chat. Put help. If you need this help, go ahead and put help in the chat. Okay, let's keep going. We talked about it. So now, don't give too much information. Do not give too much information. Invite, let them know, and please take this respectfully. Shut your mouth. Remember, you just got into this business. This is new for you. So you may be excited, but control your excitement just enough to not talk. Don't overshare. If they need to know, come talk to the expert. Let the experts do that for you. Do not overshare. Do not give, you don't even have to give them the name. Do not, that might be a little exaggeration, but you don't want to give so much information that, because when you do that, the more information you give, I'm going to be honest with you, you give them the reason to say no. And it makes your job more difficult because now you have to overcome the objections. So just shut your mouth. Invite them and shut your mouth. Tell them you're excited and shut your mouth. Tell them they got to be there and shut your mouth. I'm done. I'm done with that. Okay? Remember, I cannot stress it enough. Make it personal. Once they DM you, get their information. If it's not someone you know personally, get their name, get their text, their phone number, and their email. So now you can reach out to them personally. Now you can build that loyalty. Now you have that connection. And you can pick up with the other steps from the previous slides. So make sure you keep it personal. Keep it going. And remember to generate all of your marketing intentionally. That's the most important word, intentionally. Focused on your target market. Who are the individuals you can work with best? If you are a horrible student and don't like policemen, don't like teachers, don't like anybody in a uniform, then remember that when you decide you're going to go and invite every recruiter at the local army, but you remember you don't connect with them. So that is not your target market. It goes beyond this. We're not launching a product that we're just throwing out there for everybody. We're talking about launching a business and building. Do you follow me? You see the difference? You are launching a business. So these are people that you will have to work with day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. You want to be able to connect with them. So make sure you are able to focus on your target market. And once you've done all of that, remember to be excited at all times and celebrate with them even before the event. Celebrate and be excited as you share this launch. Be excited and share and celebrate because they're going to be there and you're happy for them, just like somebody was happy for you. And I can go into detail with that because that gets me excited because there's so many opportunities in marketing and that's my thing. But we're going to go ahead to the next slide and set up the agenda. Like I said, I believe this might be a two-parter because we're going to cover the agenda. And then I think we might have to finish this up next week. Tell me, is that all right, you guys? Well, you guys, there's a lot of people on this training right now, and I suspect that you're going to share it with your teams and really go. Let me know right now, because I want to stop right now. If you won't come back, I want to know if you will come back next week to get more information. If you are willing to come back next week, put some fires in the chat. I'm going to stop right now before I talk about the agenda because this is real important stuff. Let me know if you're coming back next week to get some more information on how to launch your business. Let me know. I'm looking at the chat. I'm really taking a moment to look at the chat. Are you coming back? Okay, I see Tequila's coming back. Anybody else coming back? Tequila, I think it's just you coming back so we can just do a one-on-one. I don't see anybody else. Anybody else coming back? Is this helping anybody? Is more people on there? Okay, Rocco, I see you. You coming back? Okay, Thomas, you coming back? Okay, Shonda. Okay, Gilbert. Okay, I see people coming back. Okay, all right. So let's go over the. Oh, Van. All right. So let me get through this. Okay, coming back with popcorn. Okay, so now I know you're coming back. So next week, let's build this. Let's build on this. Let's build on this because I'm really running out of time. So I'm going to go over the agenda and we're going to stop here after we build the agenda, and then next week we'll pick up. Next week we will pick up. Okay, Miss Pierre said come through part 2. Okay, so we're gonna pick up next week. This is a 2-parter. We're gonna pick up next week on the virtual launch. So let's set up the agenda. Let's talk about what is going to happen after you created your list. You've done everything and you've prepared, done everything. Now you have to set up your agenda. Who's going to be there? Okay. The first person you want to think about is who's going to be your host. Your host is very important. Now you can be the host if you like, but who will host the room before the event starts? I'm glad that Miss Pierre is on the line because she is the ultimate host. She has hosted so many of our calls and events. When Mr. Lloyd is about to come on, who does he select to be his host? Miss Pierre. They set the tone for you. You guys put some fire in the chat for Miss Pierre. She sets the tone. Your host is someone who will welcome your guests and give them the housekeeping rules. Tell them what to do next. Tell them take a time right now and invite other people to this unique opportunity. He or she will welcome people to your live stream, and they have to be someone who is engaging, not someone intimidating. You don't want somebody, hello, welcome. Welcome to the virtual business launch. We are so happy to have you here today. We'll be getting started in just a moment or two. So please just sit back and relax. All right. Hey, everybody, welcome. And which one what would you prefer? Hey, welcome. You guys, let me know where you're calling from. Where are you coming from? You guys are all in the room. I see people coming in. Who are you? Tell me who you're calling from. You'll say, put it in the chat. Unmute yourself. Tell me where you're calling from. Tell me what part of the world because it's virtual, it can be people from all over the world. And we need to see that engagement. They set the room. They create the culture, the vibe. And the host can open up the room before your event to warm it up. It's kind of like your warm-up person. And they can tell you, invite more people. Whatever you want the host to do, you have to select that person and then go over it with them. We meet before every call. You guys have no idea what all goes on behind the scenes before we do any calls. You have no idea. Even this morning, Eboni and I. Then you want to know who is your presenter. Decide who is the expert in the business that is going to prepare you. This person is going to be the person who closes, who sets the tone, who informs, who sets up your team. So you want someone who can portray your business the way you will portray your team. They must appeal to all personality types. Did you notice I gave all personality types? Likes to have fun. When I was talking about Miss Pierre, she likes to have fun. She knows how to have fun. She's very knowledgeable. She cares about people, and she has had immense success in the business. That's all 4 personality types, 1 sentence. But you want to make sure that there's someone who can appeal to that. And in each and every introduction, you want to edify them in that way and give that edification so people know and can connect with them. Okay, the same thing for the person that is giving the testimony. You want the testimony to be brief. You do not want a 10 or 5-minute testimony, something brief about the business, their success, capture the features and benefits of the business, allow them to share their story, but remember above all things, they must be sincere. Because when a person gets on here and is not sincere, don't know what they're talking about, guess what? Your audience can tell. The quickest way to turn someone off is to not be honest, not be genuine, not be sincere. So the way that you line up your guests is the way your agenda will be set. You have your host. Your host will introduce you. You will introduce your presenter. Your presenter will bring in your testimony, and then you'll begin the event. We will talk about that's setting up the agenda. And then next week, we're going to pick up at the event. And we call this, and this is probably making Miss Pierre twinge at just seeing run of show. This will be the run of show. We talked about who's on the agenda. Next week, we're going to pick up right here. And I think this is a perfect place to pick up. We're going to pick up talking about the event itself. The event itself. That's where we are going to pick up. It has been a pleasure. It is exactly 9:00 here on the what coast am I on? I'm on the West Coast. Yes, on the West Coast. And so we are going to go ahead and end this training. I hope you got something out of it. And I have indeed had a pleasure presenting. And I can't wait. Yes, I can wait. I can wait until next week to share it with you. But before I go, there's a few things I need to cover. Remember those housekeeping things. We got so much going on here at Tava, so I want to go over these announcements really quick. We have a lot going on, so I want to go over these announcements really quick, if you don't mind. First and foremost, have you got your tea yet? Reset for New Beginnings. I think this is the perfect special to still be going on right now, ladies and gentlemen, because guess what? We are talking about you launching your business. We are talking about a new beginning for you. So go ahead right now. You can still buy one, grab one. It's a BOGO on our favorite Vicia Detox Tea. So go ahead and grab your tea. That is still going on. Bet you didn't know that. Bet you didn't know that. Yes, it's still going on. Not only that, but did you know that there is a Never Broke Again tour? We're talking about live events and the energy behind live events. Did you know that there's a tour going on, y'all? There is a tour going on, Never Broke Again, the NBA tour, Never Broke Again, going across America. And we will be in a city near you. As a matter of fact, we will be in Detroit on August 25th, Friday, August 25th. We will be in Detroit. Do you see who will be there? If you're going to be there, share, grab these banners, go to Tava, our Tavaverse social media pages, grab the post, go to the university, create your own post, let people know that you'll be there. And if not, that let them know it's going on and you can still build your business. Why? How? Because you're getting the techniques on this training virtually. You can build your business. But it's not just that we will be in Detroit on the 25th, but on the 24th, we will be in Flint, Michigan. Yes, the Never Broke Again tour will be in Flint, Michigan. And let me tell you what's exciting about both of these dates. Ladies and gentlemen, there will be on at these events field trips for Tavaverse members in Flint and for everyone in Detroit. You go to JewelTankardEvents.com to register. JewelTankardEvents.com to register, and there will be a field trip. Now, very important, if you have been in Tava for any amount of time, you know what this next event or call means. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Monday night, Hour of Power, August the 7th, with our CEO. The time he speaks from his heart. He tells you what's going on with Tava, how it's happening, what's happening, and why you must be involved and what it really means to him. I've known him for several years, but when I tell you on each and every hour of power, you get to know the man and his passion for the success of each and every individual in the business. And then on Wednesday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we will have none other than Miss Pierre and Wealth Building Wednesday. And I happen to know that she's going to have some very special guests, and I will not disclose who they are, but you will see who her special guests will be next week. We'll let you know Monday. who her special guest will be. That's when I'm going to disclose it. She doesn't even know what I have in store for her. But Wealth Building Wednesday. And then Wednesday evening, we will have another business overview from our very own CEO. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say that I thank you so much for joining us. We will see you throughout the week. Make sure that you check out the newsletter that was released yesterday so you can keep up to date on everything that's going on and see who's highlighted as the top earners, retailers, and recruiters in the business. And I want to see your name on that list. I can't wait to make sure that your name is on the list. Why? Because you will be launching your business virtually with a great amount of success. That's my time. As a matter of fact, I'm 6 minutes beyond, but I had to give you those announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. My name is Tanya Roquemore, and I will see you. Wait a minute. Did y'all just trick me into seeing you next week? All right, next week. Next week it is, everybody. We will have another part 2 of this training. And in the meantime, remember, it's all about the overflow. Tava World, what? Tava Fit and Tava Verse. Let's do it, y'all. Have fun. Have a great and safe weekend. Goodbye.
Overflowing, 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 overflowing. Glow up, but I don't do it for myself. Pass it down, I'm talking generational wealth. I'm not new to it, I'm true to it. Trailblazing, I ain't new to it, I'm true to it. That's dedication to the team. Living a dream, come profit with me. Made it mean I'm selling it coffee and tea. Grinding just like coffee beans. Living up my community. Now I need more assets and less liability. Gonna buy the whole block up, and it's all because of Tava, yeah. Turn nothing into something with a mindset of abundance where